was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
2, 3, 4. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Cause I got love. With your baby, I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Cause I got love. With your baby, I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Baby, I could cry. Can I fall in your arms and just fly? When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Cause I got love with your baby. Finally, I'm happy to be. Cause I got love.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New England Patriots. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Crazy. Five. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
May going to throw right away. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive. Put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third down and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now they'll change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Crazy.
Looking to throw. May. And that will get the off target and incomplete. The Patriots hit 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
From the shotgun, May with it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Blake. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They go draw here. Blue. And they'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jaden Blue, 70 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here we go now as they will again try for two.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone. Drive two resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll throw with May. And it's a short one there, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Blake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5.
Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there at 22.
That's good.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Here goes thrust.
From the shotgun, it's May. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. May going to try to throw for it. Now he'll tuck this and run. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here goes front. Hey, what's that?
Up the middle they go. It's Blake. And he'll get it down this time to 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here goes crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Martinez. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Now the pressure gets that. He goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Crazy. Where was that? 5.
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there for the 4-2 on a gain of 2.
A gain of 3 brings up
2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now they'll audible to something else.
Crazy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Pats again will go for 2.
The Patriots will line up.
May going to try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Patriots 28, Lions 8.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And this is secured by the Patriots. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Second line. Ready.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Jaden Blue with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Lions
They'll try and throw for it. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You that reach them, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I know that. Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I say the G, hey, watch him do it. We survived outside, all from the music. They like, what he on? Is they all playing Omega? Welcome home.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But they're taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 9 now. They'll swing this out to Blue. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the draw, here's Blue. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. 159 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off the RPO, he completes it. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Caught left side, Williams. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and 5. And just not enough on the throw there. That'll let his feet it incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so.
Now he's into the clear again. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 91 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
On the return, not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They go again with Blue. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, they run with Blue. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 4, but not The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Patriots' 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Toss play to the right to Blue. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
182 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Throw over the middle, finds Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19, 18.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's going to press this one forward as they step it right around the wall. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the Lions again lining up for the 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
What's that?
They'll run on 1st down. Blake. And they bring this one inside the 35. 209 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive, because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards a carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go, tonight.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 12.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And they'll be inside 24. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's May. Throw right side, Wilson. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cut that stuff in the trunk, next time I won't get sold.